Okay, before we get to today's focus on Big Shaman, I'd just like to point out that if you're looking for a deck that can take you through the ladder very swiftly, if you're looking for a deck that is easy to play and has strong results, then Pirate Warrior is the deck for you. So, for the last 2 seasons, this being the 3rd season, I will usually spend the first couple of days of the season, in the evenings when I get a bit of time, trying to rank up, ladder up, as quickly as possible. And I'll look for a deck that will allow me to do that. And once I get to Diamond rank, then I chill out and I play fun decks. That's not to say that Pirate Warrior is not fun. It is fun. It's just I use it as a tool to ladder up as fast as possible. And I can certainly sing the praises of this particular deck that uses lackeys via Livewire Lance. Lackeys are very flexible. They can find you lethal. They can find you big dragons. They can find you spells that can impact the board. Lackeys have serious versatility and flexibility. They are wonderful. So, yeah, this deck has been working out very well for me now for the last couple of seasons. And yeah, I would absolutely agree with the Tempo Storm meta snapshot that puts Pirate Warrior at the top of tier 1. And if you're looking for a deck code, go to the Tempo Storm meta snapshot. You can find the deck code and an explanation of how to play the deck and how to mulligan with this deck as well. Always very useful. But yes, by turns 4, 5, 6, you know whether you're winning or losing with this deck. And yeah, you can see, and that saves you time. I think it's all about effective use of your time when laddering, especially if you've got limited time. Okay, but that's enough about Pirate Warrior. Let's focus on Big Shaman, courtesy of Hijo. So thank you very much, Hijo, for this deck, but I'm also going to give credit to a friend on Twitter, Bugax, hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, who pointed me in the right direction and notified me that this deck exists. And I'm very happy that I found this deck because I've had so much fun playing it. The idea with this deck is to cheat out big threats onto the board. It's not Big Priest. I consider this to be a little bit more fair than Big Priest. You've got Yashraj, you've got Scrapyard Colossus, very sticky Death Rattle minion. Colossus of the Moon, ooh, a sense of theme, a key word here of Colossus. Colossus of the Moon, also very sticky, Divine Shield, Reborn. Walking Fountain, really good against aggro decks, can just be game winning if you cheat that out early and you just start Wind Furying down their board. How do you cheat out the big threats? Well, you have Eureka, you have Muck Morpher. You've also got Ancestor's Call. There's a great blast from the past. Being wary there that Ancestor's Call can put out a big enemy threat onto the board as well. Vivid Spores to allow you to resurrect your threats. In terms of dealing with aggressive boards, you've got Maelstrom Portal, Devolve, really good against demons. Healing Rain, healing your face is always a good plan against Demon Hunter. And in general, really fun, really effective deck, super good, especially good against aggro, I've found. But in this video, you'll see some of the worst Big Shaman gameplay ever. Because it's all about ordering of cards, right? The order you play your cards in. I tend to just play these decks without any practice, and you're just looking at raw game footage, and sometimes I get a little bit confused. So anyway, let's have a look at our first game. And it's against a Demon Hunter.
Let us test our strength. It is an honor, Lord Illidan.
Okay. Some pretty cool interaction there between the two heroes. So it's Demon Hunter. Maelstrom Portal may be helpful. Torrent could deal with a big threat, maybe, early on. But Scrapyard Colossus and Walking Fountain both in hand doesn't look great. If we could cheat them out, then it's fine. But I think we've got a long way to go for that. So I suspect we're going to be taking quite a bit of damage early on in this game. If he wakes up.
I grow impatient.
Oh, he's growing impatient. Well, I'm growing impatient.
Time grows
Turn 1, come on. There we go. Well done, sir. Okay, nothing to do here. And actually, with this deck, you will find a few turns where there is really nothing to do. But you make up for it, though, with big power turns where you cheat out those threats. Interesting. So I would have thought he was just a hero powered it down and then attacked his face with the minion. Interesting ordering, though. I'm not complaining, because it means Maelstrom Portal is beautiful here.
Today, I don't have to be a princess.
Okay. Not a bad start to the game, then. Because we have Farsight, which will hopefully do some serious work for us now. Yeah, and it's our only play here. Can't play the Muck Morpher. Oh, Healing Rain. I'd have preferred one of our big minions to have been discounted by Farsight. But having access to Healing Rain is always a good thing. Particularly against Demon Hunter. So, come on. What have you got? 5 mana.
Unity.
Ooh,
Precision.
Ziliax. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed. So, Muck Morpher, what are you going to give us? I quite like Scrapyard Colossus. Oh look, ask and you shall receive. There is the Scrapyard Colossus. I love this minion, by the way. Absolutely love it. Ancestral Spirit would be a really nice pickup. If it doesn't die this turn, I suspect it will. It'll kill it, but we're still ending up with a 7/7. And he's taken 4 to the face, that's good. Ziliax healing him up, fair enough. Doesn't matter about doing damage to him now. We just need to build a board of stuff, right? And then smash his face all in one go. That's the most satisfying feeling. So, Vivid Spores here. I don't want to use it just yet. But I'm happy to throw away 1 Healing Rain because I've got 1 in hand. It's absolutely fine. And as these turns progress, we are slowly getting to a point where we can play the Walking Fountain and then eventually Asheraj and the Scrapyard Colossus. We're on turn 6 and he hasn't been able to do enough damage to my face to make me worried or concerned. How do you get through the 7/7 is the question now. Making the Demon Hunter think, always a good thing, you know? Oh, he does nothing. That's so beautiful, honestly. Okay, Muck Morpher number 2. What do you give us? Oh, give us some healing, sure.
Out of the question.
Only it had charge and Wind Fury. Wouldn't that be so much better? We could go face. So the Walking Fountain is protected there by 2 taunts. That's pretty cute. Vivid Spores could be an option next turn. Okay, I mean he silenced it.
My thanks to
It's a 4/8, so we're very thankful. It's essentially been buffed. It doesn't have the healing or the Wind Fury, but it's got 8 health. It's not bad. It's going to be hard to kill. But anyway, I suspect he's now going to tank 7 to the face. That's relevant. There is no Ziliax on board to heal him up. Oh, he doesn't attack again. Well, this seems fine. And strangely, Healing Rain number 2, not even really being needed for healing our face here. We're just keeping the board healthy. And that's it, it's game over. Fancy finishing a game against Demon Hunter at 30 health. It's highly unusual, but so satisfying.
You won't get far.
And of all things, a turn 8 win. It's not bad at all.
We're with you.
Okay, so we finish at 24, not 30. But it may as well have been 30, right? Okay, going up against a mage. Now I've kept Ancestor's Call. Was that the right decision? I mean, I now see a Colossus of the Moon in my hand. So now I'm thinking, oh look, Walking Fountains. I'm thinking, okay, maybe that is the right call. Because I suppose I'm likely to get a threat into my hand at some point early, right? So keeping Ancestor's Call seems okay? I don't know. But anyway, this is Secret Mage, so we can expect a fair amount of aggression early from him. We need to be wary of Counterspell, particularly in relation to Healing Rain. Okay. Is it Counterspell? No, it's not. Ooh, Eureka. So,
We have many secrets.
you have many secrets. I'm sure you do. Oh, you had no secrets. Eureka! Oh. Well, that was terrible. That was really terrible. My logic there was, well, I had a Colossus of the Moon and I had a Walking Fountain. I was just thinking, you know, 2 out of 3 chance of putting out one of those big threats.
There must
We have
be a
many
way.
secrets.
It'd only be a 4/4 copy, but unfortunately for me, it didn't work out. And again, Ancestor's Call, bloody hell. So there's me thinking, I've got Colossus of the Moon, I've got Walking Fountain, and I've got Scrapyard Colossus. 3 and 4 chance of putting big threat onto the board. And it screwed up. Oh, I screwed up. Well, that was just terrible. But yes, a note to self. Be careful with the ordering. Be careful with the ordering. Play the Muckmorpher first. I think that is the lesson that we can learn here. Oh dear lord. And now I'm kind of stuck just playing the threats out for their original mana cost. Apart from Yashraj. Okay, that's good. Absorbs a bit of damage. But actually, with Alameth, I may not be able to win this. He may just be able to damage me quick enough that I just lose this outright. Because surely there's a ton of burn in that hand. And if you could find a way to neutralize the fountain,
You're not ready for this.
then he probably wins the game because he eliminates the healing. Yeah, he's going to expend the fireball. That's smart. That's very smart. It's keeping his board intact. Or partially intact, anyway. And now we'll just draw more burn. Wow. If one of these is duplicate, what do I want to give him? Guess I'll give him the 4/3, the Kirin. I don't want to give him Black Mage. Because it'll just play more secrets and take down whatever I play. We are healing up a little bit here.
I'm late.
That's positive. We're only going to have 9 mana available, so we can't play the Scrapyard
My cargo.
or the
My
Colossus.
business.
Oh no. So if we'd had our ordering correct on those earlier 2 turns where we just screwed up with those spells, if we'd got our ordering correct and if we'd just focused on playing Muckmorphin first,
in the power.
would we be in a completely different
hand
position
is
here?
full.
Would we just be winning this game right now? Oh my god, that's terrible. That's actually going to end up killing me. Oh my god, I'm actually summoning a totem.
Curses.
Damages my face. Oh dear lord, we're dead.
Curses.
Wow. Of all the bad luck,
This time.
combined with my misplays, that was unfortunate.
Lady Vash versus Mayenne.
Okay, let's see if we can bring this back now. Going up against a rogue. Now, what do rogues play on Wild these days? I don't see many rogues. So are we looking at...
None will
Oh, okay, it's odd.
survive.
Odd rogue, sure. I was just thinking Galakron rogue. I was thinking Reno rogue. You don't see Reno rogue these days. Have we ever seen Reno rogue? I don't think so. But yes, this is the aggressive odd rogue stealth minions. Ooh, healing. That's nice. Flappy Bird. Wow. Blast from the past. Oh, that's handy. Let me just play it. And we can actually kill what comes out. That's beautiful. I mean, you could argue it's quite a commitment there of devolve on 1 minion. But I believe it was worth it.
Wait for me! Wait for me!
Oh dear lord, he's playing into Maelstrom for me. Wow. I must feel so bad for him.
Home in the shadows.
Oh, up to no good? Me too.
He's just not able to get any kind of foothold on this board.
I am the bump in the night.
Wow, Scrapyard's phenomenal. And we have Hagatha's Scheme that is charging up ever so nicely in the hand there. Although I don't even know if we'll need to use it. No, that's a concede. Wow. Not bad at all.
Lady Vash versus Mecha Jiraxis.
Okay, one more game. Now,
Your time ends now.
this deck does do really, really well against aggro. I found it does less well against sort of control style decks, death rattle decks. So, in other words, I am just hoping this is not Q-Block. Particularly Q-Block that can just bring back multiple waves of massive demons. And it's not. This looks like Discard Lock, which has seen a massive rise in popularity recently, I think. I'm facing more Discard Locks than Cube Locks. And in the context of this deck, that makes me very happy. Because we have tools here, we have 2 Hagatha Schemes that are charging up. We have tools to deal with small demons.
Why do you go?
And there will just come a point where, I mean, he'll just empty, he'll vomit his hand, and there will come a point where he has no resources left. And then we focus on filling our board with massive threats. So, Eureka is in hand. Muck Morpher is in hand. This time, we're going to get the ordering correct. We play the Muck Morpher first. I think that this seems like a reasonable use of scheme. Clears 4 threats. And we're just equipped now to ride this game through. We have the other scheme, we have the Healing Rain.
Summon me.
Wow, Doom God, okay. Oh, he plays the Clutch Mother. And we get the Fountain. Okay. It doesn't do anything here. It doesn't help against the Doom Guard, but it's healing. And if he wants to trade into it, he's going to heal me for 4.
There is so much untapped power.
It's trading.
You are not the boss of me.
He is trading. Wow. Well, seems like an opportune moment. And so this game has gone as we predicted. He vomits his hand, we clear the board. He vomits his hand again, we clear the board again.
Good.
Oh, okay, well maybe there's another wave. This is pretty good for him. That's small. Tap. Into nothing. Oh, okay. One more. That's a small threat. It's fine. So what do we get? Oh, we get some healing. Beautiful. So we can actually remove both of these imps. It's so good. And we're nearly back at full health. He's going to have to work really hard to get our health total down.
But your world is still doomed.
Wow. Just wow. Okay, so Hijo's Big Shaman. If you want something that's different and something that can win you games on the ladder, I would absolutely recommend this deck. The gameplay that you saw from me wasn't the best quality or the best standard, particularly in terms of the ordering of playing cards. If Muck Morpher is in hand, play it first before you play Eureka, before you play Ancestor's Call. That is the big takeaway from this video. But hey, we learn from our mistakes, right? I'm hoping it's a mistake I never ever make again. But yes, if you're looking for a fun deck, then I would absolutely recommend this. There is the possibility of steamrolling with this deck as well, if you're lucky. A couple of well-placed Eurekas can put down a Yashraj, who, if he goes uncontested, can just pull out all of the other big threats in the deck, and then, like Big Priest, you know, there's nothing they can do. But that's never actually happened for me before with this deck in the games that I've played. I'm not that lucky. So, all in all, tremendous deck. If you're interested in more cool decks, check out Hijo on Twitter. And once again, the big shout out to Boogax for pointing me in the right direction in regards to this deck. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Happy Saturday to all of you. Hope your weekend is going great. And I'll see you all again very soon, as always, for more Wild Mode fun.